Today we have a video from New York Detective, and the title of the video is Racist Brat Loses It After Being Told She Can't Vape on a Plane.
On December 5th, 2025, officers were dispatched to Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport after receiving reports of a highly intoxicated passenger causing a disturbance on a Spirit Airlines flight.
They had to open it back up?
Somebody vaping on the plane?
Yes, sir. So the situation was that yes, and she was in 27D, and it's Genesis here, but she was actually caught vaping twice in the flight. She was asked to stop. She wouldn't stop. She took the vape. Then she was cursing belligerently, called a lot of indecent language. Almost the first half of the flight, she kept on out of control. We had to separate her from the passengers traveling with and move all the guests around her to the front to the avoid. She almost got into a fist fight with another passenger. She was just belligerent, totally controlled. So we had to separate by ourselves for duration of the fight. And she tried to open her alcohol, to consume the alcohol. We took that from her as well. This is her favorite alcohol, so I'm not gonna say anything to her because I don't think going to actually come out. She's gonna come out with me, so.
Huh? You should make an announcement to have her come out. If she doesn't come out, then we'll come in. Huh?
Genesis,
Genesis, we need to come forward, please. They need to come forward, please. Thank you.
Vaping, apparently she was causing conflict with other passengers and shit like that. Also, did they see him? They see it's a different song or something. He's in his back.
yeah, she's a sergeant.
Yeah. Stars. It's something sensitive.
Just about time. What's your name?
Genesis.
Who's your son?
This is gonna be a good one because even after this, you know, if you just here for the body cam, cool. But after the body cam, we got a little compilation video that we're gonna be reacting to. Man, this is in the spirit, no pun intended, of Spirit Airlines shutting down, going out of business after 30 something years, man. Crazy, right? Spirit Airlines going out of business after 30 something years, 0 fatal accidents. 0. Everybody talk crap about Spirit, including me, but they have no fatalities, man, which is it's fire. That's fire, man. A lot of airlines can't say that.
Anything at all.
What you crying for?
That's not even the thing. No, I didn't do anything. I didn't talk to nobody, and I didn't talk.
Hey, you can stop.
I didn't hit anybody. Shut up. Shut up. I have lawyers. Are you stupid or are you dumb?
Talk to you though.
No, I don't care. No. What the f? Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I have lawyers. Are you dumb?
She got lawyers.
Now you're going to jail.
Now I'm going to jail.
Yep.
For what? I haven't assaulted anybody at all. What am I going to jail for? That's the thing. What am I going to jail?
I don't know. We just got one on the plane. Was she drinking on the plane? Yeah. Yes, she was drinking on the plane?
I had one shot though. One shot. That doesn't affect me.
Can you open
You asshole. Come on, wait. I can't correspond. Just hold on. You're gonna break my arm.
Oh, put on my ID.
You're going up that way. Wait. Please correspond to my arm.
Good old Spirit.
Wait. My arm is gonna break, please. Wait, dude, please don't talk to my arm. Wait. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That feels a lot better. It's not that bad. You guys are in Miami, Florida, I know. Exactly, so you don't have to treat me like that. We are not out of the States. You guys are in the country. We are U.S. citizens now. We're not out of the States. You can't treat me like that. I wasn't doing jack shit. You guys just want to do something for a paycheck. Got my face. And I gave you that paycheck, stupid. My boyfriend's gonna pay that shit regardless. Oh, let's pay me for no reason. Y'all choose the right one this time, stupid ass. Now I'm gonna sue all of y'all asses. All of y'all about to be left with no job. Absolutely no job.
Yeah, because she got lawyers.
TSA, you gonna put me through TSA again? Put me through jail right now.
You have a 10-15 white female.
White? No, I'm Latina. I'm not white. I'm not no white ass. You stupid or you? Oh wait, we've been declared that we.
Female deputy to respond to report or 423 or 3 out of 41 on the countdown on 17. 3 Alpha 11 will be 10
Flight is at 3, bro. I have to leave at 3, dude. What are you doing? This was your fault, bro. He was on me. That flight attendant was on me, bro. And I pushed him off. That's not fair. I pushed him off of me, bro. That's not
Smoking on an airplane, man, like whether it's a vape or not or whatever, everybody gonna snap their head and look at you crazy like this. Like, yo, you're in the sky. Like, you cannot take no chances. Because if something happens, something catches on fire, whatever, right? It's over. You're done. Do you understand that? You're cooked. Now, I get it. The airplanes is actually, I'm pretty sure, if not one of, but the most safest means of transportation. Obviously, you know, versus cars and stuff like that, whatever, right? But man, yo, imagine someone light up a cigarette. Could you imagine being on the plane? Imagine yourself on the plane and somebody light up a cigarette next to you with the light, with a fire. Like, you gonna shit yourself, man. Like, it's gonna be, yo, I know me personally, I would be like, what? There's only one. You're going down, man. You know what I'm saying? You get in that sky, you want that shit to be smooth sailing. Nothing, nothing to interfere with nothing. Lighting up a cigarette, something that could potentially catch on fire, something like that. Man, yo. Your ass is grass, man.
Hey, bro.
I'm at 6839 Southeast 15th Street, from the rear of the 20th 2 zone, requesting a wellness check on the daughter. Mother's refusing to bring the child to pit, citing heavy drinks. Come on.
You have to understand that flight attendant was on me. I didn't do anything to him. And then the other girl,
wrong with you?
I just want to go home. I don't even want to be here. I hate DR. I hate DR so
Bring
bad.
the child to him. His mother's heavy drinker, smoker, 12.
I just want to go home.
Her friend's coming to get her property.
Okay, what are we charging her with?
Public transportation. She be here. She's gonna meet us there. Because I guess she was on the plane. She was on the plane. Called and said she said he was drinking. Maybe she was drinking. She was talking about fight stuff. Let's go.
She was charged with disorderly intoxication for causing a disturbance in a public place. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget.
No, that ain't that bad. I thought it was gonna be a worse charge than that. But I guess that definitely does fall up underneath it or whatever. But like I said, in the spirit of spirit, no pun intended. Let me see. Let me get this video up. In the spirit of Spirit Airlines, okay, we got to look back at some of the good times on Spirit. So let's get into a little compilation, man.
Spirit Airlines flight to Philadelphia delayed, multiple passengers upset, some throwing their garbage at Spirit employees.
We've all seen the endless videos of fights with Spirit Airlines.
It's a video that's now been viewed by millions.
Oh my God.
Spirit Airlines passengers attacked employees, upset for having to verify their bag size.
Total chaos at the ticket counter. Broward County deputies were forced to cuff some passengers who'd had enough.
The trouble exploded after Spirit canceled 9 flights. But Spirit Airlines is more than just Mortal Kombat. Yes, that does appear to be a rat on the plane. This grandchild found himself in the wrong destination.
It was 6-year-old Casper's first time flying on his own. His grandmother, Maria Ramos, eagerly waiting to pick him up, but there was no sign of Casper.
They told me, no, he's not in this flight. He missed his flight. I said, no, he could not miss his flight because I have the check-in tag.
Instead of flying from Philadelphia to Fort Myers, the unaccompanied boy was sent to Orlando.
He had this on all the way that says, I don't know if you could see it, Final Destination RSW. You know? Why? What happened there?
This guy's luggage didn't quite survive.
I was appalled.
When his bag didn't turn up, he put in a public records request to the airport for security footage at the gate.
I had a gut feeling that something went wrong.
On the video, you see one Spirit worker approach Brooks's bag where he left it. She then takes it behind the counter. Minutes later, after all the passengers on his flight had boarded,
you see her put some things in her pockets, then dump the rest of the contents and the bag itself into the trash can. Here's the video right here. The man who lost that bag says he had family heirlooms and life-saving medication inside that bag.
Oh my God.
Spirit has refunded him for the cost of his.
Nah, yo, Spirit was, that's what you get, man. When you got it's like, it's a bad combination of both, on both sides. It's like the employees and the passengers. It just, man, the only thing that they had going for them was that it was a safe airline to fly, as far as, like I said, having 0 fatality crashes. You know what I mean? Now that's amazing. But everything after that, like besides that, man, I remember I went on a Spirit flight one time, man. One time. I was going from New York to Miami or whatever. I can't remember if I landed it either in Fort Lauderdale or Miami. I can't remember which one. But it was my first time, right? First time flying Spirit. And because back then my favorite used to be Southwest. That was my favorite. But this time I'm like, Spirit, I keep hearing about Spirit, they cheap, they this, they that. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna fuck with Spirit. Okay. So I get on the Spirit airline or whatever. Man, these were some of the hardest seats I done ever sat on in my life, man. I feel like a wooden bench would have felt softer than it. Listen, it was bad. It was so bad. Like the padding on the seat was so thin. I'm like, nah, this is crazy. Man, like halfway through it in New York to Florida is like a 3-hour flight. It's not even long, but I got up there, man, my back was killing me. Like, I'm just like, yo, nah, I can't do this no more. And I forget what else it was. You know, obviously the clientele. Oh, they ain't really give no snacks or nothing. You got to pay for everything, like literally everything. And then, so by the time when you add everything up, it's like you might as well book American Airlines or Southwest, something else, after you done added everything up. So it's like, why would I go through this? So I canceled because I had a return flight. It was it was there, and then I had the flight going back whenever I was going back home. Man, I canceled that shit. I had the refund or whatever. I never used the refund, like the flight voucher, I would say, and I never used it or whatever. And I just booked something else, man. I ain't never fly Spirit ever again, man. I was like, yo, nah, this ain't it. This is not it. Because there's other budget options. Like I said, Southwest. I consider Southwest a budget-friendly option, you know, especially for flying within the states and stuff like that. I think they're a budget-friendly option. Their prices aren't crazy expensive. But, yeah, I couldn't do no Spirit, man. Too much.
Flight and for the items he lost.
Let's be honest, also as consumers, when we go to the airport, we can get really heated. Our flights are canceled. This is Spirit. Who knows what happened? And it seems like that's a retaliatory thing. Still, you don't do that.
Totally, yeah. She was just settling the score. But this has happened more than once.
According to a report from the Broward Sheriff's Office, this man, Kush Vengetto, 25 years old, is charged with grand theft. We went to his listed address, but a man who answered said he wasn't aware of the charges and that Vengetto wasn't home. Spirit confirming another worker is under investigation as well.
Now, this next story isn't Spirit's fault, but it did happen when this woman was on a Spirit flight. So I'm including it because what unfolds is a spectacle you have to see.
I've been waiting there for at least 3 hours.
That's because as she was waiting, according to an arrest affidavit and pictures, 29-year-old Junior Bazile apparently had her pink hard shell suitcase in the back of an airport retail store where he worked. The next morning, her Apple Watch is sending a signal coming from this house.
So you pull up to the house and you see luggage and suitcases all over the place outside?
Everywhere, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We went to that house to talk to Bazile.
You know he was stealing luggage from the airport for people's luggage?
My daughter told me that. He never told me that.
When we told her at one point Garcia's Apple Watch was pinging from inside of her house, this happened.
That was coming from your house.
Stop! I told you, if you don't want to go to jail with me,
she yanks the ID right off my neck and then claims that I hit her.
Yes, put me in the camera. Put me in the camera. Put me in the camera.
Yo. Yeah, man. Spirit, man. R.I.P. to Spirit. That's all I got to say. You guys had one hell of a run, man. One hell of a run. And for the people that enjoy Spirit Airlines, you know, I'm sorry for your loss, man. But me, it don't bother me one bit, man. If you would like to support the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Also, hype the video. YouTube has a new feature where you can hype the video. Helps it gets pushed out into the algorithm. Those are all free things to do. If you're looking for some paid options, you can also send a super thanks, super sticker, or look in the description for our YouTube membership and our Patreon link. And I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you. Your support is greatly appreciated.